Did you not see Sasquatch come out of nowhere?
It's a weird birthmark just appeared, guys. It's gonna be there permanently.
It was a run by Fruity.
I don't know what happened. Smacking? Someone's hand just come out of nowhere and smacked the shit out of him. I don't know what the fuck happened. Just taking a nap now.
Dad's
tired, buddy.
Yeah, he was pretty tired.
You see, we have this,
right before that hand smacked the fuck out of him.
You see, we have this fake hand thing. He threw it up in the air. He tried to catch it, but it didn't really work.
Oh boy, it's fucking great. Some kids just they need it, you know.
I know when Jack was little.
Jackson needs it sometimes, man. I just want to be like, wow, shut the fuck up. We actually got on his ass last night about just being a plain old shithead, you know, trying to get his way and stuff.
He's at that age too, though. You know,
he's trying to get shit over on us. You know what I mean? And and Chris was getting fed up with it, and I'm like, I've been fed up with it. So you're just.
But when mom gets fed up with it, it's over.
Yeah.
She's a late bloomer.
Yeah.
I get.
Well, that's her baby. You know, that's her only child. So. You know, it's one of those things. But I'm like, dude, you just tell me when to step in. I'm ready to fucking go.
My thing is,
I
don't care.
That's the dads, man.
Fuck
we sit back when we like once the mom's like had enough. That's our time.
That's what it is too. It's always me. I'm like, I let her go so far until I can see she's really getting irritated, and she'll give me that look. Yeah, and I'm like, all right,
my time.
Turn.
Nope. I'm like my mom. I will never look at my kids and say, wait till your dad gets home. No, I will take care of business right now.
Oh, no, she don't do that.
No.
She don't do that.
No, I'm saying, like, I mean, like, when it comes to, even if Jeremiah's in the room, if I'm handling it, he never has to. Because it just gets to a point where I'm like, I'm done, and this is what's going to happen now. Like,
yeah, but when does Jack ever get like that?
I can't imagine that happening.
Yeah, when does Jack ever get like that?
Oh, I didn't say Jack.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I get that problem.
He's never gotten me to that point.
Yeah.
Jack hasn't. The problem with Jack is that he knows more than he should. Like, just naturally, like he just
picks up on it.
He's just smart.
He's
a
sponge.
And like, so you'll say something and he will instantly have something to say back that you have to think about before you can retort. You know, it's like, no, you're still wrong. No, wait, hold on.
Stop being so fucking smart and be dumb for once.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah. I fucking hate kids.
I like kids. Most of them.
I like some kids. Like I said, I like Jack.
Yeah.
You know? And I like a lot of other kids. I
always make the joke that I love my kids. I hate everybody else's. But that's not necessarily
true. That's not true. It depends on the kid. And it depends on, you know, it depends on a lot of things when it comes to kids. Like, sometimes I like them hyper because I might be hyper. I might be in the mood for that. Like, oh man, let's fuck shit up, dude. You know what I mean? But then there's other times where like, chill the fuck out.
We're not.
I'm never hyper. Almost never. I wouldn't say never, but
that's
almost
true.
Never.
Usually my kids and my moods are opposite. Like if they're in a chill mood, I'm in like this I'm gonna fuck with you all day mood. And then they're like, whenever they're in that, let's go fuck with dad mood, I'm like, get the fuck away from me, man. I'm not in the mood for that shit.
So you guys haven't gotten on the same schedule yet?
Fuck no.
So it's not like a period where you live in the same house and it just kind of.
No, usually it's just Madison on her period.
I'm normally not. He's like, are you on your period? I'm like, no. The fuck?
You're one of those guys that every time like somebody's like upset, it's like, are you on your period?
You on your period? It's that time of the month.
One of these days you're going to get hit and I'm going to laugh.
No, I say it to her sometimes. I don't even say it to her that often. But I never say it to Crystal. I never. You on your fucking period? That's not true. I have said that before. But usually she just gets defensive and is just like, shut the fuck up. I'm not on my fucking period. You're just being an asshole. Like,
that's fair.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Now that you say that.
Now you just mention it. Could be.
It's probably.
Oh, boy. All right,
well, welcome back.
Yeah.
The fuck?
4 minutes in.
More us talking about our kids.
Don't even try that shit. I saw that shit trending with you fucking kids on TikTok.
I don't know what you're talking about. The fuck?
Kids saying, stop.
She's even seamless about it.
The fuck? The fuck? Like, what'd you just say? They're like, parents are flipping out on them for it. It's still a fucking cuss word.
Yeah.
The fuck is what the fuck?
It's still
fuck.
My favorite trend that I saw was like where the kids would act a fool.
Well, fuck you up. I'm going to be.
Shut up.
Yeah.
And then the dad would like get up like he was going to fuck him up, and mom be like, "No, it's just a joke. It's
no,
just a joke."
No, you still tell your mom to shut up. No, give a fuck.
I've seen that one. Yeah, where the kids are doing that.
It depends on the dad's reaction whether or not it's funny.
Yeah, totally. Like I love it whenever they get up like ready to beat some ass.
I seen one dude get up and picked up his chair as he was
I
getting
saw
up.
that one, yeah.
You forgot to turn that off. On the hook.
You're gonna be laying on the floor saying the fuck?
Legit.
I'm gonna have brain damage. This is gonna be the only word I know.
Yeah, you'll be done.
Twitching.
The fuck? The fuck just hit me.
Wake up 3 days later, the fuck.
That's right color. That didn't change. What the fuck? Oh, it's changing this one though. Man,
We got a flashing light now.
Mine's doing things.
Technical
I don't know what the hell's
difficulties.
going on.
It's green now. It's supposed to be green.
We got a rave going on behind Karen now.
I got this.
Okay.
So this one's changing that one.
It just keeps changing color.
The fuck?
It's green.
Yeah, they're all gonna be green now. I don't know what's going on.
Sorry, we're having technical difficulties.
I don't know why, but this ever since I changed the batteries in this one, it like wants to control these and that light over there.
The fuck?
The fuck? Shut the fuck up.
My porch light like works sporadically, and for a while there, anytime you had the bathroom light upstairs on, the porch light wouldn't turn on. Yeah. Now it just happens.
That's some weird
randomly.
wiring issue.
Oh yeah, I got an electrician working on stuff, so it's cool and all, but like I told him that, and he was like, I've never in my life heard of that.
That's weird.
Mhm.
That's weird.
They're just gonna have to reroute it. He
Yeah.
said.
Anyway, welcome back. We are the Bonsai Movie Crew. Forget about them socials. The fuck? Now, Chris. Now
It backfired
Madison's got
on
me
you.
saying it. Shut up.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Right.
Don't
Choking.
do that.
Anyway,
On what? The fuck?
Madison,
Yes.
I will fucking duck
Jesus
tape
Christ!
your fucking mouth shut.
You gotta find the duct tape and
fuck?
catch me.
What the fuck?
It's not what the. It's
I know
the.
the fuck. The fuck. Shut up.
You know, it instantly becomes less funny or less cool when your parents start doing it.
I'm gonna start doing it then.
I was
The
trying
fuck?
to help you. Sorry. No.
No, it's still funny. It's the look he gives.
It's true.
I've had to outlaw so many words for my kids.
Like, bruh.
Yes,
Bruh's the biggest
for
one.
fuck's sake.
Yeah, I
That's the
can't
biggest
stand
one for
that
me.
one.
I can't
cannot
stand it.
that one.
Especially
I've
when they say
outlawed
bruh
it.
to me, like, I'm not your fucking bruh.
I've outlawed it.
Yeah, bruh's one. There's been a few.
Yeah.
There are some words though that I have heard them
Skibbity.
say. That one doesn't bother me. But there's some words that they've said that I'm like, that's a fun word. I like that. Like yeet.
Yeah.
I love that fucker where they're like,
You.
eat it and goo. That's a good one. I like that one. Like goo. It's from another YouTuber. And I'm like, dude, that's good shit. So there's stuff that I was like, man, I wish we had that when I was a kid.
Mhm.
Like goo and fucking yeet.
Yeet.
Yeet it.
We had better style, though, I feel like.
Fuck yeah, we had rad.
Rad.
No, we didn't have that. Was like more like the 80s, I
I was gonna
think.
say rad.
Anyways.
We did have some good words though. Sweet was a big one. Sweet.
I still say that.
Yeah,
Dude.
well, I think a lot of people still say that. What is it?
Dude, and sweet.
Dude's just universal.
Yeah,
Dude's
but
been around
it was
since,
the
like,
thing,
forever.
the sweet and dude.
Dude and
Sweet
remember back in the day
dude.
they'd say
What does
my
mine
guy.
say?
Sweet.
They call you guy like, hey guy. Like I'm what? That's
I'm
not
not
my
your
name.
buddy
I'm
guy.
not your buddy
I'd be
guy.
like, what's up, guys? But that's about
No,
as
just
far
like
as
they'll
that
be like,
goes.
hey, what's up, guy? Like that's not my name, and yes, I'm a guy.
Are you, though?
Don't-
We had some good ones. I don't remember all of them.
I thought about it.
It's a bad idea.
Anyway,
Trying to help.
Karen, you want to read?
Sure. I guess.
Oh, I'm sorry. The fuck?
The fuck?
Am I
I'm
really?
about to fucking shove this right down her goddamn throat.
Are you
I
happy?
think
You're gonna
he
fuck
doesn't
me
want you
up.
saying the fuck after every after every sentence.
She's not trying to die today. I swear.
We're gonna let Karen read this one.
Sorry,
Anybody want to guess who it is?
Jay.
You're
Need
wrong.
a, like a
never say
little
his last
violin.
Who?
I
Noise.
need you to put the passcode in. Jay
Hold on a
Chandra.
Hold on a second. I haven't fucking.
You know that noise you make when something's too hot? in
Talking
your
about the
mouth?
main guy.
We're not. Yeah.
Yeah, Ramathorn.
Ramathorn?
Yeah, because he does a lot of the directing and stuff. So I thought,
It's not him though.
okay,
I'll give you another guess.
well,
It's
Farva.
no.
I don't fucking know.
God damn it! Where's it at?
I don't know. Oh,
Yep, you know.
well, that's a good one too.
Do you want to say his name or
I will in a minute because I don't remember. Is it?
where the fuck did it go?
I don't know.
I just
We
put
lost
it.
it.
Hold on a minute. I'll find
It got
here.
deleted.
No. Oh,
You
there
are
it is.
not prepared today.
Whoa, he looks way different when he was young.
Yep. Anybody else? Well, it's Brian Cox.
I was about to say, you're going to make me guess it when I just seen it.
Did I even do the? Hold on, man. We're all fucked up today. I guess we should probably do
Yeah.
We're a little fucked up today. It's a little
We're
fucked
gonna
up.
I need you to unlock it though.
Oh,
Goof.
like I just said, man.
We don't
Like
know
I
your
just
code.
fucking told you to fuck.
The fuck? The fuck? Anyway, it's Brian Cox.
Where's it at?
It's in the. Let me see.
You can't hand it to me and be all unprepared.
Yeah, my bad.
Wait, I guess that's.
We don't want to look through your pictures.
Yeah,
There
I'm
are
not
no
trying
pictures.
to look. I'm not trying to go through your porn stash. There.
There's no porn, no pictures, nothing on this.
Notice how he said that in a weird tone.
There was no weird tone.
There was a weird tone.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Brian Cox has received nearly
You're
universal
gonna giggle every time.
praise
Are you gonna giggle every time?
No, but the way she said it, because she said it in a weird way. She went, Cox.
for his performance in Succession.
Went from porn to
Secession
Brian
as
Cox.
Cox.
Logan Roy, the billionaire CEO of a global media conglomerate and patriarch of the troubled Roy family.
Ooh, wait. What would his porn name be?
Brian Cox.
He's already got it.
He's already got it.
Cox.
Cox. No, it'd have to be something different, like Brian Vagina.
Or you could put 3 X's on the end of his name.
Ooh, yeah.
So it'd be Brian Cox.
Yeah, I'm liking it. Maybe something a little, I don't know about his first name.
Maybe you
but
got to think of like an Austin Powers name. Like a lot of
Richard.
vagina.
Richard Cox.
like you know how a lot of vagina? So you got to think of an Austin Powers name.
I don't know. I got nothing at the top.
Harry.
Cox. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Triple X.
Harry Cox. I like
Harry
that one. Or
Cox.
maybe Huge. Hugh G. Cox.
That's a good
Huge
one.
Cox.
There you
Yep,
go.
there you go.
Hugh G. Cox.
That'll work.
That worked.
Yeah, I'm going with it.
With 3 X's. Don't forget the 3 X's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 X's.
The commanding portrayal is arguably the high point of a nearly 60-year career, which is more than its fair share of surprises over the decades. The premiere episode of the 4th and final season of Succession airs March 26th at 9 p.m. on HBO.
On what day? Because when was this written?
I don't know. I'm just reading it.
I'm going to let you know when Succession, I think it might have already ended.
You know what? I'm just going to skip to the things you should know. Brian Cox, 76, was born in Dundee, Scotland, the same birthplace as his fictional counterpart on Succession. Boy, they're really about this show, apparently.
Yeah.
While Logan Roy despises his hometown, Cox feels very much the opposite, telling
It
BBC...
ended in 2023.
Okay.
So.
He's very proud of the city and particularly proud of the people because they are so resilient and they've had a rough time. Logan Roy wasn't always meant to share Cox's Dundee roots. The original plan
Share
was
Cox.
for him to be an American. But Cox argued strongly that he should be Scottish. The Succession producers initially rejected the idea, and only once filming was underway did Cox learn that they had taken up his suggestion after all.
Cox.
Underway Cox.
All right, every time it says Cox, I'm going to say Brian.
Do it.
No,
Brian's
Hugh.
father.
Hugh.
Cox. Charles McArdle Campbell Cox died of pancreatic cancer when Cox was... We're talking about a dude dying.
The fuck?
Had died of pancreatic cancer when Brian was only 8 years old.
You're not going to be able to say it.
I can. You don't know me. Around that time, his mother,
Cox.
Mary Ann Gillerline, began to suffer from mental breakdowns, leaving Brian to be raised. Brian to be raised largely by his 3 older sisters. Do you want to read?
I'm just saying.
She was trying to keep down the
I
giggles.
know I'm not going to be able to say it. I will always say.
There's all kinds of Scottish words.
And every time he says Cox,
Yeah.
he's going to giggle.
Brian said he sought ways to escape the realities of these hardships, and that led him to gravitate toward acting. I think it's a defense mechanism
Cox
from
had to
childhood.
escape the hardships.
The fuck?
The Cox can never escape the hardships.
I think it's a defense mechanism from childhood that made me just say, I can't deal with this, so I should just absent myself. After 15 dropping out of school,
Calm
Brian
down.
got a job running errands at the Dundee Repertory Theater. He usually shifted set pieces around and mopped the floors. He found comfort in spending time at the theater and occasionally even slept there. 2 years later, he won a scholarship to the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art, and his acting career officially began. He became an accomplished Shakespearean actor, lauded for his performances at the Royal Shakespeare Company.
And now he does voiceover work for McDonald's. Good for him.
And the Royal National Theatre, particularly for the role of King Lear. He was the first actor to play Hannibal Lecter. To be fair, though, Shakespearean actors usually don't do well in Hollywood.
Yeah, because
It's very serious. It's
it's a very niche crowd to be in.
like John Lithgow. He's a Shakespearean
they'll
actor.
they'll find some success, like with Hugo.
Hugh Cox?
What's
Hugo
his name?
Weaving?
No, not Hugo Weaving. Is that who played Mr. Smith on
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Agent Smith?
I
or
was
whatever?
never very good at those movies.
I can't remember his name. He was also
but I think so.
in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is that like
He was
lot
a
of them,
Shakespearean actor.
yeah, they don't do great unless it's like, I don't know, like John Lithgow. He was
Did
a
you-
Shakespearean actor.
Are
He's
you
well
talking
known.
about
but-
Gandalf?
No.
Gandalf was a Shakespearean actor.
Yeah, he's another one.
He played as Macbeth.
But they're kind of
Yeah.
like stuck into these particular roles, and they don't get to branch out very much.
They don't. Unless they do want to venture away, which Brian Cox has ventured.
He does, yeah.
He's ventured away from those roles a little bit, like more serious roles.
He's usually the serious guy.
Yeah.
Like in this movie.
What was
he's
that
supposed to
movie
be-
with Bruce Willis and all them? Was it Red?
Yeah, Red.
Red.
Yep.
He was in those. He was in Trick or Treat. He's done a few,
Yeah.
kind of off the wall
Yeah.
movies, but
That's where I recognize
He's
him
usually
from.
not the comedic relief though if he's in a comedy.
No.
He's
No,
always
not
some kind of
typically.
serious type of role, you know?
except
But-
for in Super Troopers,
Well, he was serious up to a point.
up to a point, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was up until like he could let loose that he finally did. But
And that's the problem, though, that a lot of these actors run into. They're like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. Then you're not going to succeed, man. Sometimes you got to go out of your comfort zone.
Mhm.
You know?
Well, and I think with Shakespearean actors it has nothing to do with a comfort zone per se. It's just that they get
Caught
shoved
up
into
in,
these
they get
corners.
caught up into a role.
Yeah, they get shoved into these corners just because of their style of acting. People
Right.
think, "Oh, Shakespearean actor, he's got to be like serious all the time." You know, they get kind of pigeonholed, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Cox got pigeonholed.
Here we go.
Mhm.
This content
That's
is
kinda
imported. Okay, we don't need to know that. You may be able to find more. Brian played
Cox
portrayed-
got pigeonholed.
Hannibal Lecter in Manhunter 5 years before Anthony Hopkins' more widely known Oscar-winning performance as the cannibalistic
his
serial
daughter.
killer in The Silence of the Lambs. No
Better than
shit.
Glory Hold.
Yeah, true.
The fuck?
Is it though?
Depends.
Yeah,
Depends
I was
on
gonna
which
say it
side of the
depends on
hole.
which side of the hole you're on. Manhunter was based on Thomas Harris's novel Red Dragon, which takes place before the events of Silence. Cox played down the psychosis of Lecter while also making him more brash than in Hopkins' portrayal. Brian told Movie Maker he wasn't bothered that he wasn't asked to reprise the role in Silence of the Lambs, except that Hopkins made more money than him, explaining when you win an Oscar, your salary goes goes up. Cox had been nominated for 2 Primetime Emmy Awards for his role in Secession, but the only Emmy he's won in his career was portraying Nazi leader Hermann Göring in the 2000 television miniseries Nuremberg. The series tells the story of the 1946 Nuremberg trials, during which Göring and other Nazi leaders were convicted of crimes against humanity.
Cox was a Nazi?
Yeah.
Not in real life. He played one on.
No, it was a joke.
It wasn't a very good one. Or else I would have giggled at it. The fuck?
Writing about the experience for The Guardian, Brian said it was impossible to act evil because evil manifests itself in action through power and control. As an actor, I go one step further and try to combine power and control with a lack of awareness or concern about self-motivation, a paradox which I believe to be the human condition. Brian received critical praise and an Independent Spirit Award nomination for his performance in the little-known film Lie. He portrays Big John Harrigan, a pedophile who develops a complicated relationship with a troubled 16-year-old boy played by Paul Dano in his first starring role.
I got it, you guys. Harrigan Cox. No?
I already said Harry Cox,
Yeah, but like Harrigan is one of his roles.
I suppose.
Fine, continue.
In his memoir, Putting the Rabbit in the Hat, Brian said many people warned him away from the part, and he hesitated to accept it because he wasn't keen on seeing my career sunk by a torpedo. His longtime manager, Matthew Lesher, encouraged him to read the script, and Cox was impressed enough to accept the role. One of Brian's first high-profile performances for widespread American audience was his antagonistic role as Colonel William Stryker in the Marvel comic book film X2, X-Men United. Stryker leads an effort to destroy the X-Men and all other mutants on Earth, believing them to be a threat to the human race. X2 director Bryan Singer wanted Cox because he was impressed by the performance in Manhunter. Brian wrote in Putting the Rabbit in the Hat that the increased attention he received from Live played a part in him landing the role, saying it was why you'll see me next to and not Jeffrey Rush. Putting the Rabbit in the Hat, which was published in October of 2021 in the United Kingdom and in January in 2022 in America, chronicles Brian's life from his humble Dundee beginnings to his successful acting career. But after the book was finished, Brian told the Associated Press that he fell into a brief period of depression because he feared the book might put a full stop on his life. I was feeling, is that all there is? That's the summation of my life? I don't want it to be the summation of my life. I wanted it to be an illustration of where my life had gone. I'm sure there's going to be more. Jeremy Strong, who won an Emmy for his portrayal of Logan Roy's troubled son Kendall in Secession, has generated much attention for his intense method of acting and efforts to fully submerge himself in the role. Brian likewise made headlines when he said of Strong's acting style, "Oh, it's fucking annoying. Don't get me going on it." Brian has since clarified he thinks Strong's a talented actor, but it's also exhausting for the rest of us from time to time. But we weather it because we love him. For his part, Strong is not offended by Brian's words, saying that he earned the right to say whatever the fuck he wants. In recent
Whatever
years,
the fuck he wants.
Brian has lent his distinguished voice and commanding stage presence to a most unexpected place. Commercials for the fast food chain McDonald's, completing with performing his little ba-da-da-da-da jingle at the end. Many observers on social media have expressed surprise over hearing Cox's regal voice espousing the virtues of Big Macs and chicken nuggets. There might not be another voice in the world I expected less to have heard on this night, Brady Langman wrote in Esquire, but it was meant to be.
You guys.
And that's Brian Cox.
Boom, his Cox in it.
Oh, God.
No.
That was pretty good.
No.
That was pretty good. Give it to her. That was good. That was good. I like that.
All right, favorite Brian Cox movie.
Probably the McDonald's ad.
Trick or Treat.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna go.
I liked his character in Trick or Treat also.
I did too.
So
yeah.
Yeah. I love Trick or Treat. It's one of my favorite Halloween movies.
I'm gonna go with Trick or Treat.
And he was one of the best parts of the movie, so
I agree.
Yeah. I love this story in Trick or Treat.
Yeah, I'll have to go with that.
Trick or Treat. What about you, Madison?
Trick or Treat? I already said that.
Trick or Treat. Yeah, baby. All right, that's Brian Cox, everybody. One I never thought that would be on here. We've done a few I'm like, man, I never thought we'd do this guy. Yeah. Honestly, going into this movie, I was like, who the fuck are we going to do this movie? And then I was like, oh, Brian Cox is in this movie. I forgot about that.
Oh, the Broken Lizard guys
I'm gonna
are pretty...
retract that.
Yeah.
I'm going to retract that. I'm going to say Super Troopers.
Super Troopers?
Yep. I love Super Troopers.
I'm surprised that wasn't your first choice anyway. I was like, oh, not Super Troopers.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of which, let's go ahead and get into that.
Let's talk about the
Are
movie.
we not doing internet stuff this week?
Nah, I didn't have anything. It's been kind of dead here lately.
The only thing I'm hearing about is the TikTok ban, which I guess they're backpedaling on.
TikTok ban and the fires.
Well, there's
over
a bunch
California.
of people going on TikTok
Yeah,
right now saying
California.
that like one guy showed up on my For You page earlier and he was angry, okay?
Yeah, there's a lot of people very angry.
Because they banned an app that they thought was bad for kids before they took care of the shooter problem in schools.
They're not banning the app because they think it's bad for kids. They say it's a threat to national security. So everybody's moving on to Red Note, which is owned by the Chinese Communist Party. So why are we banning an app that's on the App Store that isn't necessarily owned by a Chinese company? But we're not banning one that is, like, if you get on Red Note, everything is in Chinese. It's not American in the least.
I don't know. I like TikTok.
These Chinese people are
I
gonna
do
be
too.
like, what?
I used to hate it back whenever it first came out and shit. I was like, that shit's gay.
Mhm.
But then you get on and start scrolling, and I laugh my ass off.
Oh,
watching
yeah.
that shit.
Absolutely.
Like, that shit is funny.
Absolutely.
People
Once
do
they
some
get your
stupid shit.
algorithm, you're cooked.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and
Once
that's
they
the only
figure out what
reason-
kind of shit you're like, yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
This guy got
only,
kicked in the balls.
The only thing that the Chinese government has any control over at all is that algorithm. And the only reason they won't sell it is because they don't want to give the technology that they have for it. And the only reason they're banning it is because it's completely free speech. Let's be honest.
It really is, yeah. It's one of the things that's not completely monetized by the fucking left or
Government.
the right. It's
What they wanted to see was a bunch of people flocking to Instagram and Facebook. And that didn't happen. Everybody's flocking to Red Note. So now they're going, oh, wait a minute. This was not what we wanted to see.
Facebook is almost dead. The only reason why
No
it's not
shit.
dead is because of the Messenger and because of the marketplace. Aside from that, nobody gives a shit about Facebook.
I
anymore.
never
No.
scroll on Facebook
Besides
anymore.
maybe
No.
Crystal.
Every once in a while, I'll do a quick scroll through it, and like randomly, I'll see a few things.
Mhm.
But I rarely post to Facebook, and I don't care about Facebook.
Mine's all marketing now, if you really look. I mean, I don't think I post anything personal on there anymore.
Yeah. So and then as for I don't have an Instagram, so I don't.
I do, but it was only because I was trying to understand how it
I
worked.
do, but I
Yeah.
only do photo dumps whenever I need to clear space on my phone.
I might see some reels on Facebook that I find funny, but that's about it.
But see, I hate the way they do their reels. You
I do
can't
too.
pause them.
Yeah.
And, like, if you send somebody reels, like, if they try to scroll through the reel, then it takes them to random reels. Like, you know how many times I've done that? And I'm like,
Yeah, or
You
whenever you
didn't
try to
send me
like
this?
try to share a reel to a different
Yeah,
app,
it's on somebody's other
and then you
page.
gotta like they gotta click on it, and then it makes them sign into Facebook to see the reel. Just play the fucking reel,
Yeah.
like,
yeah, I
dumb.
can send
Instagram
you
is
a
the same
TikTok,
way.
and it doesn't
and you can just play it.
Yeah.
You can just watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take you to anything else. It's just there it is.
Yeah.
It
So.
gives you an option to sign
Same
in,
as
but you
YouTube.
don't
If
have
you post
to.
a
Right.
YouTube video, you could just play it right there on whatever app
Yeah.
it is. You know.
Right.
So
So, yeah, let's be real. That's not why they're banning it. They don't give a shit about any of us.
no.
Well, there's your internet stuff for the week.
There you go.
There you go. I helped. I helped.
You helped.
I helped.
Internet stuff.
Internet stuff.
All right. Oh man, this week we watched
See the Troopers.
Super Troopers
Then our video gets
from
banned.
2001. You got a
Yeah, 5-board occasionally high, and always inefficient Vermont state troopers must prove their worth to the governor or lose their jobs. After stumbling on a drug ring, they plan to make a bust, but a rival police force is out to steal the glory. An hour and 40 minutes, rated R, J, and then that noise you make when you have hot stuff in your mouth. Plays Ramathorn. Steve Lemmy as Mac. Kevin Heffernan as Farva. I mean, like, all those guys, right? Like, everybody knows those guys. Brian
Yeah.
Cox, and that's where I'm gonna stop. Yeah. Broken Lizard and Brian Cox. That's all you need to know.
there you go. What'd you watch? What'd you recommend, Madison?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel like if you haven't seen Super Troopers, you probably should. It's kind of one of those quintessential comedies that everybody quotes or knows or has seen. So I would say, yeah, if you haven't seen it, you should probably go watch it.
I agree.
And I'll watch it again. I'll definitely watch it again. I like Super Troopers. So
I actually saw Club Dread before I saw this.
really,
Yeah.
I saw this before any of their shit.
I love Club Dread. It's hilarious. And I've always, Mac has always been my favorite character in, like, all of their movies, just because of Club Dread.
Which one is Mac?
He's the guy with the cup.
Oh yeah, with
Yeah.
the mustache. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, and I always told them when they said they were gonna name Penny Penelope, I'm like, I'm gonna call her Penelope.
Penelope.
That's what he calls the girl in the movie because he's like Spanish or something. She says, "Oh, my name is," but he sees it on her tag first, and he's like, Penelope. Oh, Penelope. It's like, yeah. So that's always stuck with me. Hilarious. Yeah, I watch it and recommend everything. I've seen it. It was probably my 5th or 6th time.
Yeah, it's probably my 5th or 6th time of seeing it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's up there with Clerks 2 for me. So yeah, it's definitely a high recommend for me. So
Yeah.
yeah, yes and yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
There you go. Madison is gonna read this shit. Let's get into it.
Do it now.
In the fictional town of Spurbury, Vermont, 5 Vermont state troopers patrol a 50-mile section of the highway, while troopers Arcot, I think they spelled his name wrong, Ramathorn, and the rookie Robert Rabbit Roto are tormenting a group of men for smoking marijuana.
Probably one of the best parts of the movie.
I like the when the Germans get pulled over.
That shit's pretty funny too. But they're like,
Who
you
wants
can't
a
put-
mustache ride? I do.
No, dude. Whenever he's like, you can't pull
Shenanigans.
over anymore, man.
Schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Shenanigans. It's my favorite part.
Yeah,
I really
shenanigans
do.
a good
That
one.
is a great opening scene.
It
Because
is.
it sets you up for the whole
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you see like what they're doing, like especially when the guy says, he can't pull over anymore. You're like, what the fuck is going on? And like, like that shit is hilarious.
Yeah.
Please no.
I'm freaking out, man. Yeah, you are freaking out, man.
Punishment is you guys got to sit here and smoke this whole bag while we watch.
And then the guy who ate all the drugs is like,
No,
Please.
no.
Please
God,
no.
They encounter a crazed attacker who is revealed to be their co-worker, McIntyre Womack.
He's like
Sorry.
my favorite one of
Oh,
them.
Mac is
he's
definitely my
crazy.
favorite.
Yeah, he's
But
great.
he's my favorite in all their movies, so.
Playing
Sit
a
down,
prank on
Randall.
Back at the station, they are chastised for a lack of arrest by their boss, Captain John O'Hagan. Is that how
Yeah.
you said his last name?
Yeah.
O'Hagan. Who warns them that who warns them that they risk being shut down. They also torment the radio dispatcher, Rodney Farley.
Okay, but he brings it on himself. Let's
Who
be
has been
real
suspended.
here.
He does. See, this is the first movie that I was introduced to these group of guys. So it's the first movie I've ever watched. So Farva, after this, I was like, I went in to watch Beer Fest, and I'm like, so Beer Fest, and he's in the movie too, and I'm like, but in Beer Fest, he's like
He's a complete different person.
completely different kind of guy. He's actually, because they got to drink so much beer, he's the guy they look up to the most. He literally drinks himself out of a big ass beer tank.
Yeah.
Almost.
Like he drinks so much that he creates a fucking
a vortex.
a vortex.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, but like so going from like this movie to that movie, I'm like completely different. And he's not like he's in Tacoma FD or whatever.
Yeah, Tacoma FD.
And he's not like
he's the chief.
Yeah, he's the chief in that. So like
Well,
this
like-
movie, he's like this complete like
Ass.
ass.
Well, like in Club Dread, he was a ladies' man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's
He
great.
was like the
he's my
island's-
favorite part of all.
He was
their
like the
movies.
island's masseuse.
Oh yeah.
And so anytime he would walk up to a girl and like touch her, they'd be like, oh.
He's the best part of all their movies. I love him in all their movies.
I really like Mac. I can't help it.
I like Mac too, but he like even in this, Farva's a douche, but he's funny in a lot of parts. So like the part where they're like delousing him, but they're actually just throwing
Like,
fucking
powdered sugar.
powdered sugar
It's
on
delicious.
him. It's delicious. he's like it's powdered sugar. It's delicious.
It's like a spit to you. Ah, fuck it. That's not the part that he gets mad at.
Yeah.
Like, that part always cracked me up too. This like spit to you. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
fuck it.
Then he gets mad at. What does he even get mad at the kid for? It's something stupid.
He pulls the sticker
Oh, because
off.
yeah, he pulls the sticker off and
and
there's a
fucking
hole in
hole in the cup.
That's right.
Motherfucker!
That's right.
Fucking spears the kid over the counter.
Yeah.
Oh,
While
shit.
investigating something, they encounter a woman who died from a drug overdose with a tattoo of a monkey. Once outside the trailer, the state troopers encounter their rivals, the local Spurbury police, who they compete with. For
Fucking Mac
arrests.
goes inside that van and is just fighting with a fucking hog. He
Yeah.
comes out with
There's
a
a
bloody
dead body in
nose.
there.
He comes out with a bloody
He doesn't
nose.
even- he just like they tell him to go in and fight this hog, and he doesn't even like flinch.
Yeah, he just goes in.
He's like, all right.
He
Comes
comes
out
he's
with a bloody
"There's a dead
nose."
body in there.
Like when they're shooting him with the cup, and he's like, well, "Back in my day, we used blanks." Mac, you sick
Son of
fuck.
a bitch. And then whenever that fight that they get into,
Yeah.
they're at the Winnebago. Like whenever it cuts back and like he's like they're trying to trade off their guys, like, all right, I'll trade you him for the fat guy. Just shit like that. I was like, God damn it, this is good stuff.
When Foster and Womack, pull over a truck for avoiding... Can I just call him Mac?
Yeah,
man.
just go Mac.
Okay. Pull over a truck for avoiding a way station. They are locked inside while the driver flees.
Like, why would they both go into the back of the
rescue
truck?
Repeat.
them.
I thought the same thing.
Repeat.
Like, are you fucking
Repeat.
morons? Like, both of you never get in the back of the truck.
No.
Only
No,
one.
one stays behind.
Mhm.
After Ramathorn and Rabbit rescue them, they find packages with stickers depicting the same monkeys seen on the dead woman's tattoo. Foster begins a relationship with Spurbury PD officer Ursula Hansen and discovers marijuana hidden in the impounded Winnebago.
Man, they skipped a
They just
lot.
skipped a bunch of shit there.
Yeah, I mean, this is almost like the movie's like almost over
Bearing
at this point.
the same monkey sticker.
That's like 2/3 of the way through right there. Jesus Christ.
We're about halfway through this too.
There's not much to this movie, though, really.
There's
it's
really
got-
not, I guess. A lot of shenanigans.
Shenanigans?
Oh!
Oh. Hey, what's that favorite? What's your
Hey.
favorite restaurant that you really like with all the
Goofy
crazy
shit
on the walls?
Goofy shit on the
Shenanigans?
walls. Oh.
Foster begins a relationship with Spurbury PD officer. Farva is reinstated to force and become Ramathorn's partner. While at a restaurant, Farva attacks a cashier in retaliation for cutting a hole in his drink. Farva is arrested by the Spurbury police, where he receives a job offer from the police chief Bruce Grady in exchange for information about the drug investigation. But Farva flippantly refuses. It's a weird. What does flippantly mean?
Avidly?
I'm all highway,
adamant, like he's not, like he will not.
That is a weird word.
even though he does.
But it's sort of like flippant. Sort of does show like what he's planning to do, because flippantly means that you're aggressive about it, but at the same time they know there's wiggle room. That's
Yeah.
kind of what flippant means.
Gotcha.
I've never heard it.
They just wanted to. They wanted. An
And it's a
excuse
word
to
I'll
use
probably
that
never
word.
use or hear again.
They just wanted an excuse to use that word.
Probably. Oh, this is my opportunity.
It's like
Flippantly.
the slow clap. And
I wrote this
Yeah.
whole summary just
In
to
the back of
use
his
this
mind,
word.
he's like patting himself on the back, like,
Yeah.
good for you.
I did it.
I did it. I made it in life.
My bucket list is complete. Now, where's the rope?
God damn.
I got dark real quick.
Real quick.
I can't top this.
I used the word flippantly. All right. End game.
All right. Farva is subsequently admonished and reprimanded by O'Hagan. Okay, and demoted. And also blacklisted from the aforementioned restaurant. The Vermont governor travels to Spurbury for a press conference about the drug bust, knowing that the Spurbury police will be involved with the governor's visit. Ramathorn and Foster break into the Spurbury police office to steal the Winnebago to present the marijuana as evidence. At the press conference, Chief Grady claims responsibility for the drug bust, despite it being the work of the state troopers. Foster thinks that Ursula revealed the location of the marijuana to her boss in exchange for a promotion. Having failed to increase arrests, the state troopers expect their unit to be shut down. Back at the station, the state troopers find Farva dressed in Spurbury PD uniform. Foster realizes that it was him, not Ursula, who betrayed the location of the marijuana. The troopers, including Captain O'Hagan, tie Farva to a toilet and drunkenly vandalize Chief Grady's house. Ursula offers to help them and directs them to one of the drug-running trucks. As they attempt to pursue it, they encounter Farva, who holds them at gunpoint. The state troopers convince Farva to help them in pursuing the drug runners and follow the truck to a nearby airfield. The state troopers see Chief Grady arrive, only to realize that the Spurbury police are working alongside the drug dealers. Using a sex doll on top of Farva's car, the state troopers...
Ursula. It's got your name on it.
Yeah, he's like,
That's a fancy fucking case for a fucking sex doll, too.
Yeah.
He put it in like a gun case, like the rifle case.
Yeah.
Right.
In the back. That's why.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The state troopers distract the Spurbury police officers long enough to attack and arrest them. The governor sends Captain O'Hagan a letter thanking him for his efforts, but tells him that their station will be shut down. 3 months later, Ramathorn and Rabbit are delivering beer to a party hosted by teenagers. As the teenagers torment them, they reveal that they are undercover Spurbury police, having replaced all of the officers after
Mm-hmm.
the drug bust.
Yes.
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 The chicken. He's walking across the.
Yeah.
Ding.
Who the fuck threw that?
Farva! Oh, that was fast.
It was fast.
They didn't
Right
really
through that one.
talk about any of the shenanigans.
No,
or
they didn't
nothing.
talk about any of the goofy shit. That's what a lot of this movie is. It's a lot of
Yeah, it's just a lot of the
bullshit
goofy.
going on and joking around and
Well, like there's not much to discuss necessarily. I mean, the key plot points are pretty quick to go through. I
They
mean,
really are,
It's
yeah. There's a lot of filler in this movie with a lot of like joke scenes and shenanigans.
but they don't do it wrong though. You know
No.
what I mean? Like
no, they don't. No,
there's
and that's
it
what
doesn't feel like
you go to this
filler.
movie for anyway. That the whole plot of the movie is like just the side piece. Everything else that you're in here for is
Is all
like
the,
all
for
the
the goofy
comedy.
shit. Yeah.
You know what I never heard him say, though? The fuck?
Here we go.
Shut the fuck up.
No, I think the plot lends a lot because even in the goofy moments, they're referencing it. Like it's
It's heading that way. I mean,
yeah. I
even
mean,
the
they
goofy
don't
stuff, it's
they
heading
don't
towards it.
They
forget
sprinkle
about
it in throughout.
Well, they
the
don't
movie,
forget
yeah.
about it. They give you in every single scene. There's something lending to that overall plot.
Right.
Even the goofy ones, you know. So like like even when they're in the back of that police car, which why would two police?
I thought
Go
the
back.
same thing. What are you,
Whatever.
morons?
Yeah, and shut the doors. Like even when they're back there, they find out something that has to go with the plot. You know.
Right.
So there's very few scenes in that movie that are completely removed
Yeah.
from the plot. It's just
It's a lot of good shit in this movie. Like, who's your favorite trooper? I know yours is Mac.
Yeah.
100%.
Mac.
Yeah, that's what I said was Mac. That
What about
or
yours?
Probably Mac.
Mac.
oh man, it's
I
either
like 'em
Mac
all,
or
but-
Foster.
Rod.
Farva.
no.
Ramrod.
That's it.
You like them both?
What was that one guy's
Rabbit?
name? Yeah.
No, he's not right.
Foster.
The
Rabbit.
fuck. That's all. That's
It was
all.
was Foster's
Foster. That's what I said
the
first.
the-
Foster's the one that was banging Ursula.
yeah.
He's definitely not my favorite. He's my least favorite.
I don't know, that naked thing at the beginning, or how he got her to like go out with him was pretty funny. But
Yeah, it's all right.
yeah. No, I'm just saying, like I like Mac. Mac's always gonna be my favorite.
I like Mac and I like Farva. So.
Farva definitely helps. Like,
Bite the soap. Make him look like a dick.
Ah, fuck it. I'll bite the soap.
The Chief. Yeah, the Chief's probably another one.
Yeah, he's got his moments.
He's definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. He's like their dad. He's always exasperated. Like,
He's like, God damn it, shut up.
Yeah. And they listen, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Except when they're not in his presence.
What the hell
Which
did he
much
say?
like
Something
children.
about make my shit turn purple.
Oh.
Oh, I'll believe that when
Or was that Farva says that?
No, he quoted him, or because he was like, "Do I sound like that much of a jackass when I say it?"
Yeah.
I believe that when my something and my shit turns purple or something like that. I can't
Yeah.
remember the.
Something about a rainbow and machine
Yeah.
turns purple or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess we don't really have much on the movie.
Then yeah, I mean we can always talk about all the goofy shit that goes on. I mean fucking the oh fuck, what was that one part? The meow.
Oh, he said it 11 times. I counted, and then it was confirmed in trivia.
Then he's like,
Yeah.
meow.
Ow! Hilarious.
It was
Like,
good.
I want to know, like, how do those guys come up with that shit? Because, like,
I'm sure
people
they
who
just
want to
sit
be
down and
cops.
talk about.
Well, I'm just saying, like, people who want to be cops tend to be, I don't know, fairly driven and focused, right? So, like, how did all of these guys end up in the same place? You know, just to be like, oh yeah, we're gonna fuck around most of the time.
Especially with such a hard ass, chief or whatever. Like he's like straight to the point, like quit fucking around. But all five of these guys are like constantly fucking around,
Mm-hmm.
like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Dude's got a
So they
dummy.
had to be bringing something to the table.
Right, exactly.
You know, they had to be really good cops, which I guess they were, but, it's like, how do cops of that caliber, cops of those, like, sit around and go, you know what would be funny? If when we pulled him over, anytime it sounds like you're saying now, say meow.
I bet Mac started it all.
Probably.
It'd be Mac who starts all of it, and then it just escalates from there.
You boys want to go to Mexico? Could you imagine being in the back of that car? No matter, it's like, that's exactly why they treated them like shit when they showed up with that keg. I mean, they were responsible, especially for that dude that did all the drugs, for like the worst day of their life. You know what I mean?
Just be glad he didn't have to take a bunch of acid. He took acid at the house.
He took
but
mushrooms
and weed is all he ate.
Oh, but
that shit just wears off. I mean,
yeah, but while it's happening, you're probably going for a ride, depending on the acid too, because you can have bad acid trips. So can you imagine having a bad acid trip on top of being high?
Well, he didn't have the acid until they were at the house.
That's true. Yeah.
So I'm talking about like in the car.
Don't mushrooms do the same thing?
Mushrooms you can have a negative effect with mushrooms, but they're not as bad.
The only thing I know the difference wise between mushrooms and acid really is that the mushrooms don't stay in your system, whereas acid stays in your system.
Also, they say whenever it comes to mushrooms, like, just be in a happy mood and do happy things. And they say it's just
that didn't work out. That didn't work out for him, though, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he wasn't in a
he
happy
was having
mood.
a bad time.
I just love it. He's like licking the back window. The schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
He was trying to stay happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was trying. Like,
I thought he was doing
you
a pretty
boys
good
want to
job.
go to Mexico?
They started doing donuts in the ah!
Oh,
That'd be a bad trip.
Yeah, I would think so. I've never been on mushrooms, but I would think that would be a bad trip.
There am I. I've thought about it before, but I was like,
I try to keep my drug use to
like
very,
this. Yeah.
Because like I would get addicted. I feel like way too easy.
I don't think I would, but
are you telling
not
me
to
that
mushrooms.
if you did like cocaine, right, and you're like, my whole house is clean, and I did it with a toothbrush, like that wouldn't be addicting to you?
Cleaning my house?
No, just having that much energy, like just.
No, not really.
No?
I don't like having a lot of energy. I like chilling, man. I like to chill out. I'd be a better pothead than I would be anything. Because I'd be that pothead who would never clean anything. I'm just going to lay around my house and eat fucking chips, dude.
Start hoarding.
Yeah, and watch TV. Play video games and shit. I'd be that kind of stoner. I'm glad I don't get high. Because nothing would get done. I would never do anything. I would not go to work. Fuck work, man. I don't feel like doing that shit today. So it's probably a good thing I'm not a pothead.
I don't know. You have other motivations to get you going. So
yeah, maybe. Yeah. Like kids.
It's a lot different than when you're a teenager, you know.
That's true. Yeah. It's a good thing I don't do that shit though. That just never interested me. Yeah. But anyway, let's move on. Let's go ahead and get into rating this shit. Let's go this bitch. I have so many pains.
I think my neck just got stuck.
Neck got stuck?
Yeah.
Mine does that sometimes.
Drink more water?
I drink water every night.
Okay.
The only thing that's ever gotten stuck on me is like my thumb sometimes, but I broke both of my thumbs.
Sometimes my pinkies get stuck.
I've never had anything get stuck.
Mine was broken, so I can do this.
That's weird. Don't do that.
You do it on this one?
That's goofy.
The fuck?
Actually, I can't do this one anymore. I can't do this one anymore. It's permanently stuck. I can't bend it anymore.
All right. Jesus Christ. Sometimes I don't know where these conversations come from. Where they're going for that matter.
I broke both of these bones.
I've never broken a bone before.
I broke my ankle. And
I didn't break anything until I was in my 30s.
I've broken bones before, but they weren't mine.
Good girl.
No, you haven't.
Yeah. How do you think Ada broke her elbow and her arm? Or not her arm, her leg.
You ever seen The Orphan?
Yeah. I heard. She's actually 60 years old.
Yeah.
Man, you look good for 60.
Thank you.
But you sound pretty stupid for 60 too. So.
Yeah, well I gotta keep up the act somehow.
You have no idea what she's going.
That's not acting.
I guess I'm good at it.
Sure. Anyway, let's go ahead and review the shit. Madison, what did you think of Super Troopers?
I liked it. I did. I don't think I was in much of a mood for a comedy though, which kind of sucks. Especially whenever you like watch comedy, you're like, "Oh, this is gonna be so good," and then you start watching, you're like, "I guess I'm not in the mood for a comedy." You know what I mean?
Jesus.
I don't
She's
think I'm
serious
ever.
like that.
I don't think I'm ever like not in the mood for a comedy.
No
Like,
doubt. There's
Well,
times
it
I
was also
don't
like
like. I don't
11
want to watch a
o'clock
drama.
last night, so
I'm always
I
in a
just
good
got off of
mood for a
work.
good comedy. I need a good laugh. Need something to cheer me up a little bit here and
yeah,
there.
here and there. Yeah, you need a good giggle, So
Especially when you get
I was
older.
not giggling. I did find some things funny, but like I was stone cold the whole time. I was laughing on the inside, not the outside. It was also like
you got a few chuckles out of me. I just looked at Crystal and looked at her, and giggled. She's
She's
like, she just looks at me like, just shakes her head. Yeah.
I was laughing pretty hard, even though I've seen this 100 times.
Yeah.
it was good though. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 7.5. I was gonna give it a 7, but I give it the reason of doubt that I was not in the mood for comedy, and I was like, it's probably better than that, so I just give it a 7.5.
So for me, this movie, I remember laughing a lot harder to it back in the day because we were young and immature.
Well, that and after
Yeah.
you see something.
Yeah, you see something,
like
it
it
loses
loses
its-
its bounce.
So, but I still think it's funny. I still think it's a fun movie, and I think these guys are great. So I love this, and I love Beer Fest, and I never seen
Club Dread.
Club Dread.
It's a horror comedy.
Right, I know what it
Yeah.
is. I just never watched it. I've even seen
Fucking-
Super
what's his
Troopers
name?
2.
The dude, oh god. Oh, you're gonna make fun of me so bad when you figure out who I'm talking about. Fucking Bill Paxton.
What about him?
He plays like a Margaritaville guy.
He's in it.
that. Yeah.
Really?
And it's fucking funny. He plays like Buffett. Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
He plays a guy like that.
Really?
He has a song called Pina Colada Berg. Because everybody makes fun of him, says that he's a Jimmy Buffett knockoff, and
Oh.
he's like, I had my shit way before him, and yeah, it's really funny. You should check it out.
Pin pineapple, apple pin.
But I still like the movie. I still think it's fun, and I still recommend people watch it. And I mean, it lost a lot of its zing a long time ago on me, but it's still like people coming into it still gonna get a good fucking chuckle out of it. And there's still some parts that I still giggle at, and like I said, I giggled, and then Crystal would look at me like I was a moron. So
Yeah, she did not look like she was enjoying herself last night.
she didn't feel very good last night either, though. But anyway, I think for me though, I'm gonna give it a 7. I think that's pretty fair on the part of this movie because there are better comedies in my opinion, but this is still like a good fucking comedy. Just not my sort of brand of comedy, I suppose. Like it's still good though. It's one of them comedies like that's got some raunch and some fucking crazy ass
It's goofy.
shenanigans, and it's goofy. Yeah, so it's good. It's good on that aspect, and it's clever. So I'll give it that much, and it's still, I'll still watch it. I don't give a fuck. The fuck?
The fuck? The fuck?
Yep, 7.
I'll start with my score, and then I will justify it. Giving it an 8.5. Largely because of the plot. The plot, in my opinion, is what sells this movie. Most comedies like this, especially, the plot suffers.
Yeah, they don't have a fucking plot at all.
Yeah, either there's no plot at all, or the plot is so like non-important that you don't care about it.
Yeah, in this case, I will say that I do like the trooper versus the town cops sort of dynamic thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I'm thinking like, okay, so they focus on like just comedic parts and forget about the plot in most of the other movies that are like this. And like for this movie to be so coherent and engaging with the plot while also having those incredibly funny moments is pretty rare. Like it's a cop movie and it's also like a underdog movie.
Yeah.
Because you've got, the drug bust, and then you've got like their station's about to get shut down. And both of those things keep you pretty engaged. And they don't even end up winning in the end. Like, what other comedy can you think of that doesn't have their happy ending or their fairy tale happy ending? I mean, they still get to be
They
cops
still
at
get
the
shut
end, but
down. Yeah.
yeah, they still got shut down. So it doesn't end the way you think it's going to either. And for those 2 points alone, I mean, I think that's pretty huge for a comedy like this. A lot of comedies do not do that kind of. They're pretty predictable as far as plot and ending and things like that. So 8.5 for me because it's just different.
So I really enjoyed the comedy in this movie. The goofy, raunchy, just out of nowhere, just constant shenanigans. We really didn't discuss about all the what was they were out in there smoking pot, watching the chimp.
Oh, the cartoon.
Yeah,
the
Johnny
cartoon.
or
Johnny
the
You know,
Chimp.
that German
Chimpo.
dude or whatever?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Taliban warlord.
There's a lot of things in that movie.
Yeah,
that are
there's a
fucking
lot of
hilarious.
things that you can just go
How's the
back
view
and
from
start.
Sugar Heaven, bitch?
Yeah, you can go back and start quoting. It's a quotable movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to come out and say an 8 for me.
8.
So then that brings us to 7.75.
7.75. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I bet that's probably about where I bet the score is for the critics.
Yeah, I'd say critics. I don't know. I think critics probably didn't like it that much. I'm gonna go 65.
70.
Damn, I was gonna say 70.
Ha! I beat you.
I bet they didn't like it that much either, to be honest with you. I'm still gonna say 75 though. You never know. 75.
Karen's gonna take it, so 36%.
Holy shit!
Fuck you, critics.
God damn!
83 for.
Oh yeah, this is definitely
Oh,
audience.
83
Audience.
audience.
Consensus is more miss than hit affair. Super Troopers will most likely appeal to those looking for something silly.
The
Alright.
Doy. It all has its place in comedy.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm sticking with 83.
83 for.
I was gonna say 85, but I figured I might go a little bit off my normal 5 even thing. 83.
Man, so this could go one of two ways. This could be like, you know, where the critics completely misstep it and the audience completely loves it, or it could be not like that. And because
I'm saying 90.
90, what'd you say?
83.
I'm gonna stick with 75.
Eric's got it. It's a 90%.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
damn.
Okay.
I figured people still like it because
That's what I was saying. Like a completely opposite.
But there's not
on the
really anything
spectrum.
in it that can be considered offensive, and that's really what brings these kind of movies
That's
down
true.
nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could if you really looked, but
The audience and critics would really want.
there's a
against
naked
each
fat
other.
guy. I mean, there's that, but I don't think anybody's gonna get offended.
There's no black guy in this entire movie.
But there is Ramathorn, who's an Indian or a Mexican or whatever
Whatever
depending
he
on what
is,
they
whatever the
wanted to
fuck he is.
They think I'm Mexican. You're not.
Alright, Derek L is coming in with a 1 star. Super Troopers had what seemed to be an interesting concept of having cops against highway patrol officers. It is a shame that it all fell apart from the start.
What? It was a
Explain.
fucking
Super
masterpiece from the
Troopers
start.
had what? Oh, I thought you just didn't understand what I said.
No.
I
We
mean,
need that guy to
it did
explain.
throw me off.
Oh.
You can't say like a statement like that and then not have something to back it up. Is what
Yeah,
I'm
a
saying.
Right.
reason for it.
Test T. Testicles.
He has
Holy
no
Testicle Tuesday!
Yeah.
no testes.
Testicle Tuesday.
He has no marbles. No marbles.
Testicular torsion?
No, it's Testicle Tuesday.
Well, you said test T.
No.
They're wrong.
Testicle torsion. It's a rip in
That
the
would be
testes.
twisty.
No marbles.
Huh?
Twisty.
It's a rip in the. It's a
I
rip.
know, but
Yeah.
you get
Alright.
you get
Test
twist 'em or
T
something. Or you
came
get
in
sit
with
on-
1
yeah,
star
twisted
too.
testes.
Twist the dick.
That sounds like a great drink. Twisted testes.
Anyways.
Yeah, it sounds spicy. Why does it sound
Ooh.
spicy?
I don't know. Yeah, it's
1 star.
or sour.
Yeah, like a Bloody Mary, but spicy.
At first, it seemed okay with a series of highway patrol stops making up most of the action, but as the movie progressed, the crude and obvious comedy started to irritate me, and I realized that I didn't like any of the characters. It continued to decline into a series of nighttime scenes where I lost interest completely and just wanted it to end. I do not recommend this movie.
I'm a loner, Daddy. A rebel.
Franco? Sure, R. Came in with 2 stars, said these guys had way better movies like Beer Fest. How was that?
Beer Fest is a good movie though.
Yeah, there it is.
I'd have to watch it again. I haven't seen it in 100 years.
I remember whenever it came out, we were fucking ecstatic about it.
Is Graham's a hooker?
Yeah. It's a pretty good movie. I mean, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Waiting.
Next.
Awkward silence.
No Name said 1 star. He said, I was going to give it more than 1 star, but then I came to my senses. I was going to give more than 1 star, but that would be too giving. I like this. He's poetic, you guys. I like this movie. It was alright. Not the best movie. Kind of silly. And foolish if you're going to watch this, or the second Super Troopers, please do watch this one and pass on watching the second one.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Damn.
Half a star. This guy also doesn't have a name.
He doesn't have a name?
He's a bussy. I said bussy.
You're not proud enough to put your name on something you write.
It's Hugh G. Cox.
Saw this movie when I was younger and thought it was horrible. Just watched it again recently, and I realized that I was much too generous. This movie is the worst thing a comedy can be. Boring. It's just plain boring. The gags aren't funny enough, the dialogue is pedestrian, and it just doesn't try hard enough to be funny. Having said that, I'll probably go see Super Troopers 2 just to see if it's just as stupid as this is. Because I'm an idiot.
It's not.
I don't give a fuck, Keisha.
If something tries too hard to be funny, usually that falls flat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true.
Should be effortless.
Yeah.
Right.
And I feel like a lot of the zinger, a lot of the shit that they came up with for this movie specifically, were probably things that they thought, hey, that would be funny if, they did this, or that would be funny if they did this. Whereas with Super Troopers 2, it was kind of forced.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
This guy also doesn't have a name, but he gave it 1 star, said, I could say a lot about this film, but I'll just say this. It's basically an unfunny slap shot with cops. Oh, and a lot less story and a lot less jokes. The cast is clearly having a great time, but not so much audience. 1 star, also no name.
If they're not proud of what they have to write, then
Right.
they shouldn't write it at all.
Right.
So they don't have a name either?
Mm-mm.
What's their name, Eric? What's their name? What are you doing?
I'm looking.
What are you looking for? What?
He's looking
What's
for
their name?
inspiration.
Yeah, she said they have no name, so give them a name.
Huge ass.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. You're just
Huge
copying mine.
ass.
You're just copying mine now.
You used part of mine.
Tiny
Huge ass.
Tiny
Yeah.
twiddle dick. I don't know.
I'm using part of yours, and I put ass at the end. You still kept
Tiny
my
twiddle
Cox
dusticles.
No, I just say tiny twiddle dick.
and just put a
But then
new
it's an
first name
alliteration.
in front of it, so
Huh?
we're even.
But then it's an alliteration.
When did you ever say huge ass?
I don't give a
just
shit.
now.
I'm talking about earlier. I used that earlier.
Oh, did you? I
Yeah.
didn't notice.
I've been
I don't
saying
know.
it this whole time. Huge.
I guess I wasn't paying attention.
Anyways, you guys. 1 star.
Huge ass.
This shouldn't be rated higher than Police Academy.
Twiddle
Any
tits.
of them. This is one of the dumbest movies I've seen, from story to acting to goofiness, and not in a good way. It's just plain dumb. One thing that's okay is their banter, but besides that, it's really lame. I couldn't finish it.
Little tits.
This guy didn't even finish the movie.
It's a new word.
I don't like
Just
him.
came out with it. It works. Okay.
I don't
You
understand.
can't-
I don't understand why.
Like, why?
And how are you comparing this to Police Academy? It's not even the same goddamn thing. Yeah, there's cops, but that's it.
That's all I got.
Other than
There's cops and shenanigans, but the shenanigans in this are like
different.
like usually in Police Academy they didn't involve citizens. You know what I mean? In their shenanigans, it was all kind of
His shenanigans are
contained.
cruel and unfunny. Our shenanigans are...
Yeah, ours are fun and lighthearted.
They're really not though.
What, in the movie?
Yeah.
They don't hurt anyone.
Yeah,
Whereas Farva's trying to hurt people.
that's true.
I mean, they may be cruel as far as like, I mean, those poor kids, but I
Yeah,
bet those poor
yeah.
kids, they remembered it. So, I don't know. Just saying.
Alrighty then. Oh man, all that about does it there. Let's go ahead and
Sweet Ass Trivia with Karen.
Well, I'm not going to help. There's not very much.
Oh my god. We're trying to fill time here, people, and we don't have much to go on.
No.
With a light plot and no trivia and everything. Well, it is what
It'd
it
be a
is.
quick
I guess
one.
I should have done internet this week.
I guess so. You could have
Hey.
done the fuck trend.
The fuck?
Fuck.
Oh, did you see the one where the two girls are sitting beside their grandpa and they keep saying, the fuck, the fuck? He goes, Mary, I'm gonna need some help in here. The fuck? And it's just, they both die on the floor. And she's like, what's going on? And he goes, they're at it again. And then he looks over at his granddaughter. He goes, the fuck?
Yeah, but I mean, that's still a cuss word. I understand why parents are getting pissed off.
Well, yeah.
They're still cussing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not saying it differently doesn't make it any
It's
less
different
of a
if they accidentally say it sometimes,
or
whatever,
even
but,
if they were saying something completely different, that wasn't the fuck. Like, that's still cussing.
Duh.
You're saying what the fuck without saying what. You're just saying duh fuck.
Duh.
Duh fuck.
Yeah.
You're
you
still
said
saying
Just
duh.
because they're spelling it F-U-Q doesn't make it not a cuss word.
that's only so they don't get in trouble in the app.
It's exactly what it is.
Just like when I even kick my kids in the ass for saying freak all the damn time.
Oh, that
What
shit
the
irritates
frick?
me.
Yeah, what the
Frick,
frick? What the
frick.
frick? Smack. Shut the fuck
Shut
up.
It's the same goddamn thing.
Exactly.
Well, you gotta
You're
say
just
what the
trying to
heck.
replace that word with something else.
Yeah.
That's why you say what the heck. Doesn't get you in trouble. as much.
Like,
Well, even
Jax
people who
used to run
don't
around
cuss,
saying
though-
frick.
You're,
Like,
you're
don't-
just
no.
But
all you're
even
doing is
people
you're
who don't
replacing that
cuss,
word with
like-
something else.
Even people who don't cuss and are very PG in their lives, they just take those kind of words and replace them with something else. So the
My
argument
grandma
could
used to
be
say
made.
fudge.
Yeah,
Oh,
the argument
fudge.
could be made that just because you replace it, if you're saying you can't replace what are you supposed to say? What the? Oh man,
Yeah.
you can replace bad words. There's
Yeah, but
nothing
not
wrong
with
that.
not with like.
But not
words
constantly
so
going.
similar.
Not constantly going. Freak this, freak that.
I can see where it would get annoying if it was a constant thing.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
That's when
My sons,
That's when
both
I
my
lose.
boys were doing it for a while, where they would say frick a lot. What the
Yeah.
frick? What the frick?
Yeah.
Stop, dude. It's not okay. Like, I get it. It's not a cuss word technically, but
It's like wavering that line.
yeah, you're like
You're
really towing a
trying
fine
to-
line. Yeah, and whenever you're overusing it, is
Yes.
it's
I'd say
kind
the
of like
overuse would be where I would get shitty, but
that's where I pretty much
replacement.
did get shitty because it was really annoying, and it's kind of like whenever they were
An
saying
overuse
bruh,
of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that I can see. I'm just saying, like, replacing a bad word with another word. Everyone does that, even the most PG people in the world.
Yeah,
So
Like if you stub your toe and you replace it, that's one thing. But like
to just constantly use
Mother
use it as
freaker.
mother freaker. I'm gonna freak this, and like just use it in every context.
Instead of saying,
That's
oh
a problem.
fuck, you say oh gobbledygook.
Oh, gobbledygook.
son of a nutcracker.
Oh, gosh darn it.
Okay, I'm gonna go now. In the syrup chugging scene in the diner, the first few takes were done with the actors drinking thick iced tea from syrup containers. But
I was wondering about that because
But the iced tea didn't look realistic enough. Real syrup was brought in. The actors then did several takes in which they actually chugged entire bottles of syrup. These are the takes that you see in
the
close-ups.
the shits afterwards.
not even the shits, but like the diabetes. I'd be worried about like
I'd be throwing up.
yeah, you'd throw up. It's too much sugar.
Yeah.
Dude, you'd have diarrhea for like days.
I
That
couldn't do
amount of
Not even
fucking
just
syrup
one.
in
One
your
bottle of syrup
your
would be-
body.
I'd throw up. There's no way.
I don't think I'd make I'd make like 4 sips in and
Yeah.
be like,
That's
I
like
can't
that's
even
like
eat half a
a
donut
straight up
without wanting to throw
laxative.
up.
Seriously.
that's fair, yeah. The couple that Farva says chicken fucker to are actually his parents in real life. That's Kevin Heffernan's parents. They knew he was going to say something rude, but weren't prepared for the chicken fucker line.
Chicken freaker.
Chicken fucker. Cock!
When Rabbit was stuffed in a locker covered in shaving cream, he was actually covered in menthol shaving cream. The crew didn't know that menthol burns skin off if left on too long. After the scene, Eric Stolansky was sent next door to a firehouse to get hosed off. The Bulletproof Cup scene was shot just outside a real-life prison. While Steve Lemmy stood there wearing just a cup, inmates were pressed against the fence yelling at him. Can you imagine? How? Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
There'd be
I
no
like
way.
that ass. Give me a little shake.
He probably did too.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm sure he did.
In the cat game scene, the word meow was said 11 times. The catering company that worked the entire production of this film fully immersed themselves in the hijinks going on during filming. Ruse Kiani and Chris Brown of Dr. Detroit fame were the main pranksters. It is said that they would even serve the cast raw or rubber eggs for dinner. The Broken Lizard comedy troupe even considered making them honorary members after Kiani captured 32 skunks and put them in the trailer of Kevin Heffernan. Heffernan is reported to have said, "This situation stinks." In the scene where the troopers are smoking marijuana while watching the Johnny Chimpo cartoons, the redness of their eyes was achieved by the makeup artist blowing menthol in their faces. In this film, the evil local police chief is played by Daniel Van Bargen,
That's how it was done.
who played a SWAT communicator in The Silence of the Lambs. The Highway Patrol's captain, John O'Hagan, was played by Brian Cox, who played Dr. Hannibal Lecter in Manhunter. That's it.
Well, there's that. Super Troopers. Do we have the second one in there, or is that not?
I think that was before we decided.
Okay, let's not.
But let me look. Just to be sure.
I'd rather do Beer Fest than that.
Yeah, I would say so. I'd rather do Beer Fest. So if it is in there, maybe we'll just say it's Beer Fest.
Oh, look at this. It's Beer Fest.
No, it's not in there.
All right, good. All right.
What's in the box? What's in
Oh,
the
no.
fucking box?
What happened?
Wow, dude.
I pushed a button and it broke.
It goes back on.
You gotta say it now.
What the fuck?
Come on, Dad. It's all about comedic timing. If I can't do it, you have to pick up the pace.
The fuck is it?
The fuck?
I broke the button.
I've never seen this one. Pacific Rim?
Oh, I've seen it. It's okay.
It's
What
okay.
is it?
Never seen
It's a
it.
fucking CG, fucking massive CG fest.
What's
but-
it about?
It's about giant robots and kaiju.
Yeah,
And
ro-
what?
Directed by Guillermo del Toro.
robots
Cool.
and
It's
aliens
an entertaining
and,
ass movie. It's got Charlie
I'm
Hunnam
not
in it.
saying it wouldn't be. I just
and
never.
like
Charlie
water
I thought you
and
said brown. I
all
was like,
kinds of
That's
shit.
not how that works.
I got to push the button again to push get it go down. So
What's in the box? What's in the
Fixed.
fucking box?
fixed it.
You gonna reach
Pacific
in the box?
Rim.
Oh,
Yeah.
what else is in there?
Just letting you know that because you asked again
Yeah.
what was in the box.
Let's see where it's playing. I gotta.
Wonder if I'll beat you.
I think I
You might,
have Pacific
'cause
Rim.
For some
Not
reason,
sure.
it does not like to
Do you?
work for me.
I think
down
so.
here.
I think I do.
Hulu. Hulu's where it's streaming.
Okay, it's
So it's
streaming on
also
Hulu.
that means it's also on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's where I watched Super Troopers.
Yeah.
That's
I
hilarious.
know. It was
where I
on
watched
Disney
it.
Plus.
If
Where'd you
you-
get his Super?
by the way-
it was on Hulu too.
By the way, if
Yeah,
you
that's
ever-
why I was
yeah,
on
Disney.
No,
Hulu.
Yeah, Disney
Listen.
Plus is.
if you ever need the login for Hulu or Disney Plus, don't change it. I have it.
No, I just go to Disney if I want on Hulu now. That's
Yeah.
where I've been
No,
watching.
I'm
It's
being
always
so
sunny
serious.
too.
Anytime I write down a password because he can
That's
never
where we
remember
watch it.
them, he always changes it anyways. Like Netflix. I used to know that by heart. And I think he changed it because I can't get in anymore.
Change it. Just keeping all them fucking weirdos out. I'm gonna see if it's on.
He's keeping me out.
Yeah.
He said all those weird.
Yeah. I was not disagreeing. Hold on.
Yeah, you can watch it on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So anything that's on Hulu, I believe, is also on Disney Plus.
Well, yeah, Disney Plus.
Oh, it says included with your Hulu subscription.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's nice because they. So Amazon does that too, where like if you have a subscription with
Fuck Amazon though.
like Shudder or anything like that, like it's on
It's
Amazon.
free, yeah.
It's not free if you're paying for it. It's just on You can click on it through Amazon. You can search.
That's what I just said.
It's not free.
Yeah, but you have to.
you still have
watch
to have
ads.
a subscription to that.
Yeah.
No, but it's free if you get on Prime.
No,
But if you don't have that subscription, you have to pay for the movie.
you have to pay for Prime.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, that too.
Well, I'm saying it's not free. Like you have to pay for Prime. And the other thing is like now
Pay
they
for
have
that
ads
shit.
on their shit. So if it's on anything other than Amazon, hear me, Amazon. If anything is streaming and it's on anything other than Amazon, that's where I go. Fuck you, Amazon, and your damn ads.
Yeah,
I
that's
pay
bullshit. Yeah, you get $15 or $16 of my money every month.
15.
I don't think I know I get Prime like delivery with that, but come on, dude, That's ridiculous.
I know. I only pay for Prime TV or whatever, and I only gotta pay like $6.
Yeah, I keep getting these things from Amazon about like, you're not using all of your subscription. You can have Amazon Music, and I'm like, yeah, and then I can only skip 3 times. Fuck you. I'd rather pay someone else.
Spotify, dude. Spotify.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would rather pay.
And I'd rather pay Pandora if I'm gonna pay somebody.
I would pay anybody else but Amazon.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You get enough of my money.
Like Spotify Music.
For nothing.
I have Spotify Premium, and I don't even use their Spotify Music because I don't like their music that selection and shit. Not selection, but I don't like their music app and all that stuff. It's garbage. So
Spotify?
the only reason on YouTube.
Oh
yeah. But
yeah.
YouTube, but I like having their premium shit because I don't have ads whenever I watch videos. So
yeah,
doesn't bother me.
Nice.
99% of the time you can skip it.
Never had YouTube Premium before.
I don't have to fuck with it this way, and also I can get. So if I want to listen to something, like say I want to watch, like there's a podcast on YouTube only, I can shut my phone and turn off my phone and still listen to it.
Yeah, I get that.
Premium,
which throws me off whenever I'm watching like YouTube videos because I'll like shut off my phone and it'll keep playing, and I'm like,
yeah. So
wait a minute, I can't see you anymore.
I don't want to see your
trying
dumb
to watch Markiplier.
I don't want to see your dumb face, Joe Rogan.
Hello, everybody, and I'm like, hold on now, hold on, slow down.
My phone came alive.
My phone's talking to me. There's no one else in the room.
Anyway, next week, don't forget about them subscription or them socials. Stuff. Socials, yeah, that's what I said.
If you do, Dad'll show up naked with a cup in your closet tonight.
But it'll be a bulletproof one, so you can shoot at them. Just make sure you hit the cup.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Are you saying you want them to shoot you other places?
I don't want to be shot at all. Period. But I'm not going to be in anybody's closet.
Well, just use blanks.
Okay. Yeah, because you're all going to click on the socials.
Use frozen paintballs.
Oh, God. I'd rather be shot.
Yeah, fuck that. Anyway, next week we're going to do Pacific Rim. I don't even know if people care about this movie, to be honest with you.
We can pick another one.
No, it's fine. We'll do it.
I
like the movie.
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
I've watched it.
I've seen it like twice, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
One way or the other.
So it's like Transformers, only more entertaining and better.
I hate Transformers.
I like the first one.
It's not like Transformers, okay? It's like these robots are literally like the size of like skyscrapers and shit, and they fight giant kaiju that come through this
dimension
in the ocean.
Yeah, dimensional rift.
Yeah, so kaiju are like Godzilla's a kaiju. It's pretty entertaining, and it's got Charlie Day in it.
Sweet.
Okay, I'll watch it.
It's good for that reason. And Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah.
And
is it like a comedy or an action?
Pure action. Straight action. It's very colorful and bright and vibrant with a lot of neon shit.
She does not look happy about this at all.
I'm gonna say it's very color. I mean, it's
you said
dark
Transformers
too.
and action,
it's dark, yeah, but I mean, like, there's a lot of neon color
and
stuff to it.
And Godzilla.
Yeah.
Why you were describing the same movie?
Yeah. It's good stuff. It's good. It's good. I think John Goodman in this? No.
Think so.
Shit, no, Ron Perlman's in this.
Yeah.
Ron Perlman's in it. Ron Perlman's
Calm down. Calm down.
He was Hellboy.
Yeah, you're right.
He was the best Hellboy. Am I wrong?
I've never seen any other ones, so I have no
You
basis
see the one
for
with what's his face from Stranger Things?
I was never a huge fan of Hellboy, so
Who
I
did
wasn't.
he play as?
He was fucking Hopper.
Hopper?
Yeah.
David
Harbour, yeah.
Yeah.
He also played Hellboy, and it wasn't good.
I watched that Stranger Things intro so many times, it's not even funny. Anyways.
Anyway, next week, Pacific Rim. Don't forget to do all the like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll see you. I'm not going to be in their closet.
Yeah, I'll make sure you have
the fuck?
Bye.
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 Bye.